Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a little bit different here. This is going to be titled a Halo series non-review. I took no notes, and I did not, and I'm not going to watch this series. I'm just going to fly off the seat of my pants. Is that the right expression? So this show came out. It was coming out, and I don't think I knew ahead of time about the writers or whatever not playing the game. Kind of found that out as the first episode came out. And then I heard that in the first episode, Mr. Chief here shows his face. You know, I kind of browsed a few other channels and heard them complaining about the first one or two episodes. I kind of stopped keeping track of it. Then I heard about episode 8, where he has a run-in with the female covenant. All right, let me rephrase that: female human covenant, which is another thing in and of itself. Like, the covenant wouldn't dare deal with humans, no matter what or who they are. And then I don't know. I know the series is over. I didn't look up a synopsis. I'm just going to talk about how I'm disappointed with what happened. I was on this high of like Sonic the Hedgehog doing well as a video game adaptation, and now you have this thing which is like, you know, I stopped playing the games around 4. I enjoyed what I got to, you know, up until 3. Heard people complaining about everything else and steered clear. But now you have something where the cinematics were great, the fan projects were great, the books were great, and you had all these things lined up, and then they just fumbled. And I will say to all the people that will say it's just an I don't know, however how else you want to put it, adaptation to where they're going to spin off and do their own thing. How many things is that acceptable for? I was thinking today, like Hunger Games, Harry Potter. I guess you could even say Game of Thrones up until about the fans know how it should go, and now you're going to branch off until this. I guess you can say multiverse, but things that are a 1-to-1 adaptation seem to have done pretty well. Even things that got close. Didn't think too hard about this, but like, you know, some books are too long to be put into a movie, even a series, but they'll follow the same idea. As far as story is concerned, I guess you could make something else, but this is more a starting from scratch, tell your own story type thing. My question is, when is it? How long is it still Halo? When is it no longer Halo? When is it? What is that vision thing? When is it? Have you heard the story about the ship of blah blah blah? When is it no longer the original ship? You know, is it just Halo in name and character and some of the elements? People that watched it seem to think so. This face reveal. Let me talk about that. Why that's a problem. So the Chief has been, and the way the Spartans are raised are these kind of soulless, almost robots. He's been raised that way, and he's faceless, and I guess you could say it's to help whoever is playing feel like they could be that person. Like, you don't have to know who he is, and the fact that, I mean, you know his name, or what he looks like. The fact that you don't adds to the character. Like, there's this lure of mystery. I mean, let's think. Mando, Boba Fett. Eventually you saw their faces, but at first you're just like, you know, them being stoic is attributed to the fact that you don't see their face. You see no emotion. And they kind of, you know, with this, they open this series like, well, we're going to change all that. And I'm just like, all right, well. So, someone that is a fan, me, to take that route, you're telling this huge fan base that were your original fans, the reason why you have money in the first place. We're going to go against what you are expecting here. And it's not even we're changing what you're expecting. We're going against what you're expecting, which is not to say it's a good thing. You know, you can have a surprise, but to completely go against what you're wanting, that's the thing. It's not just expectations, it's what you want. You want something good, and to have something in your mind that's not good because of the reasons I stated. Like, you think Chief should be this mysterious character, and especially when he has, you know, he struggled enough with Cortana in the games, but then you add that human covenant, and they have relations. It's trying to keep this PG, folks. It's just like throwing everything that you would think Master Chief of being out the window. Again, I took no notes on this. This is just coming from a Halo fan. Someone that appreciates the character for what he already is. And I don't think there's much need to dabble. Like, you can make a new story if you want. Maybe, like a different... Like, maybe this happened. But, like, that, from what I've heard, this is kind of... If someone were to just walk in and be like, what's Halo? What's this? I guess I'm going to watch this. Oh, I guess that's what it's about. No, it ain't. No, it's not. Go back to 2001 or whatever it was. And even at the end of that first game where he takes his helmet off, but you still can't see him. He didn't have a face for the longest time until now. Right here. Who is this guy? I have nothing against him, but, you know, I feel bad. He's probably getting a lot of heat for something that's out of his control. But that's it. We're in this weird age now where there's a lot of remakes, sequels. There is new stuff out there, but you have to go out your way. It takes a risk when it's new, and you have to go out of your way to find it. You know, Jurassic Park has a name. Like, you know Jurassic Park. I think the only good one was the first one. But you're already starting with, oh, it's Jurassic Park. Oh, it's Star Wars. Oh, it's Harry Potter. I think that Dumbledore, Fantastic Beasts, I don't think that's doing well either. I'm not a huge fan, sorry. But you're starting from, oh, it's easy because we have the audience. Newer stuff gets overshadowed, unfortunately. But then, as someone that kind of came up with all these franchises, now they're like kind of coming out again. You know, like Bel Air. And I'm just like, why? Not only are you putting this out, it's either a soulless adaptation. I'm sorry, all the Disney live actions, I've been like 50% on liking them. Or it's, we're going to take this that's already has an existing fan base by name and do whatever we want to it. And then their Pikachu face surprised when they don't like it. I'm just like, what do you think would happen? So, yeah, I'm glad I didn't watch this. I'm sad that it existed. I'm not even gonna, you know, you can argue with whether or not it was bad, but there's definitely a lot of controversy around it. And if that's the case, if a bunch of people can't get on board, and, you know, if an overwhelming majority can't get on board and say something was good, or even slightly good, like, you know, like old fans loved it, people that were new to it discovered it, then what's the point? Is it good at that point? If you have to argue your way out of a maze to argue that it's good, then I would highly ask you to reconsider. If your reasoning for why it's good is because it actually annoys the fan base, then stop that. Just because a bunch of people don't like something doesn't make it good, right? So that's it. I haven't had a rant video in a while, but like this one kind of hurt. Like, I loved Assassin's Creed, and I actually avoided the movie because I knew how bad it was, and I was excited for a Mario movie, and it was weird when I actually got to it as a kid. Sonic, I was excited for it, but this one, man, I like for the last like 20 years, Master Chief's been my guy, and this is what we get. So let us know what you think. Kind of a somber video, but let us know what you think. We'd like to create a conversation here. And that's it, guys. Argue in the comments section below. Dislike the video if you want. You can't see it, but we can. But it doesn't bother us if you do. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions. All right. So, Halo series. I'm not watching it. Sam, if you want to watch it, go for it. Bye.